Yo, yo, how's it going there? I'm on here on wave 25 of Insane Alchemical Labratory, and I thought I would show you guys this little turtle build that I've been trying to record for almost the last 3 days now, and yet every time I seem to get to this point, it always seems to crash. But here we go. Hopefully this will turn out to be okay this time around. I do apologise for the quality right now. I actually put all my settings all the way down, as far down as they could go. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad for you guys, but it's not about how it looks right now, it's what I actually have going on right now. So just let me get the quick little repairs and all this shenanigans out the way real quick. But we have triple stacked auras right here in the mid, and then we also have another quadruple stack right here, and we have pretty much have everything here that we could possibly put down. So we have lightning, we have the slow, we have the strength drain, and we have the enrage. Now in order for you to actually get it this large over the circumference, as you can see here, just barely manages to reach over here at the sides, as well as right up in front of here too. You need 300 range, which it might seem like a lot, but if you're wanting to do something similar like this, then you can. So yeah, we've got the stacks over there, we've got the stacks over here, wall. We actually have a lightning spike, a thunder spike trap right underneath this wall here. It's a little behind it because we actually the dark elves that pop out of these lanes, they jump up onto this ledge here, and whichever way they choose to go, be it that wall, this wall, me, like usually I would stand over here, come over here, they would run to the wall, and then obviously the thunder spike trap will knock them out from behind. Well, at least it'll hit them hard enough, so if they ever do decide to turn around and come after me, then yeah. Exactly the same kind of method kind of going on here. We've pulled in a little bit just to stop this proccing as much for the mobs that do decide to come around this corner. Anything that does actually make it to this corner, they will get taken out. Exactly the same going on over here. We've pulled it in a little bit. There's flame burst towers here is shooting this way, and then these two are actually shooting it towards this direction over here. Same method here. These two are pointing straight here. This one is pointing straight that way. Now, even though I'm doing this build solo and I haven't actually been using my builder guy this whole time, this is not my builder dude here. As you can see, like most of his stats, it's all right here. Pretty much attack, boost, 10 points into range. Well, they're just because I can. Like, let's just slam those bad boys into there. I'd actually have to do a quick swap around of heroes if you're wondering what I have in terms of stats and how I am actually using this stuff. Let's do that real quick just so that we can get that kind of out the way for you guys. So Waller is pretty standard stuff. Just crank up the fortification as high as you can, slam all your points into there. So we've got over 400 on the fortification right there. For defenses, it's kind of mixed, but the majority of it is into power. We're over 400 power here. Defense rates over 215. Again, the monk is his stats. It's mostly about the range being at 300, so that you can get the full circumference of the two areas, front and back. You could go with more, but depending on how your stats are, you know, in terms of fortification and things like that, you'll just have to tweak it as how you see fit. As you can see, what I've done here, 250 points just into range here, and then whatever I could spare over between the fort category and the power category. Now this is probably one of the other biggest parts towards this build, is actually the apprentice. Keeping the power above 300 but having the range close to 300 as well. So then that way these flame burst towers can actually shoot almost practically to the wall that's over here. Right next to this railing here. These guys could pretty much shoot all the way across to here from that distance. As soon as something turns around this corner, as soon as something dies with two of them shooting, it'll actually hit this wall here, and if there is actually a bunch of little mobs chilling up here, they actually will die, which is actually, it's really cool. It's really cool. Now, while I'm quickly changing this back around again so that I can get all my guys leveled up, I would say that you would maybe want to consider playing this in a group with people. Now, the reason why I would say play it in a group is if you struggle to do this solo, you're going to have an easier time playing this on your own. Now, I stand basically on this crystal, and I'll show you right now. If I boost and I come over here, see this little purple, it's very faint, but you see the little purple swirly on here? That's boosted. All of this, it's all boosted. It should be exactly the same over here as well. Like, you could probably just barely see the faint little purple swirly that's going around there. All this is boosted. All the auras are boosted. All of these guys right here are boosted as well. All of it. All boosted. The only thing that isn't getting boosted is the thunder spike traps that are at the walls, and those guys hit really hard. They're currently maxed out. I think a majority of everything that I have right now is pretty much just maxed out. Apart from maybe the thunder spike that's in the middle. I think the walls over here, like 700 here, 700 here, for the walls and the spikes. I'm just kind of holding on to what it is that I have here at the end. But yeah, if you have this in a group, you have the builder apprentice stay out, be on the active hero, and for the monk to be on the active hero, and you have two other people playing on this as well. There's 4 walls for you to have to watch. Somebody just needs to be here boosting this. The amount of extra damage that you're going to get from just purely having the active apprentice builder just with these flame burst towers alone, and not to mention having the active hero for the monk in order to maximize your electric aura damage. You know, you're just going to totally own this. Now, granted, it is a bit slow. This has took me 3 hours to do this, but if you're looking to get the fat loots, like this, like I just wanted to bring a nice little build for those that have been having maybe a little bit of trouble on this map. They've been trying to steal other people's builds in order to be able to utilize, you know, what they've got. Trust me, I would probably say give this build a shot. Even get some public guys in here, you know, make a public, you know, you've got some extra help. As long as somebody is basically standing here boosting this away, when the bosses come, somebody else could be standing over here and then boosting right in the middle here in order to maximize the damage for these thunder spikes as well. So then you could really knock out those ogres when they come. Right, okay, I do believe that I've yapped on for a good bunch now. But I'll show you the strats of what it is I've been doing so far. So it's G1, and then I basically just come stand right here. Couple of assassins, dark elves should I say, will just start jumping all over the place. They don't know what to do with themselves. I'm just going to kind of spray around, keeping an eye on when I could spam this down. So I got 250 again, skadoosh. Just start running around and collecting mana, really. Just keeping my eyes out for when those dark elves come along, because those guys just, they go all over the place, man. Like, it's weird. Like, they really are just they like to run around in weird spots. It's mostly the ones on the sides. Those are the ones that will end up just causing you a little bit of trouble. Now, they're kind of weird actually, because they don't actually hit the core. I've actually stood on the core a lot, like God knows how many waves, and just been standing there ready to boost. They don't actually hurt the core, but they do hurt your towers. So that's something to really keep in mind. I guess while we are rocking and rolling here, I should probably talk a little bit about the beta. Now, there's a bunch of pros and cons with the beta right now. It's hard for me to really put it into words, but I'm looking forward to the game. It's a solid beta product that we have right now. You know, it's unfortunate that we got the beta so early, but it's going to help out. It's just going to help them develop the game, make it a lot better, tweak the things that people are expecting to be tweaked, you know, add in the quality of life improvements that people are expecting. You know, we still there's probably one thing that I'm still really annoyed about, and it's repairing. When you repair your screen, it moves and you lose control of your screen for that quick minute there. I'm going to need to focus up here just for a little bit here while we try to take care of this ogre real quick. Stall him there, slam that down, run back for a quick second. Got some dark elves coming, but I can just lower these guys over here for a quick sec. Drag him back over again. He's probably not going to do much damage to that wall. Douche, just... Dark elves have they're just everywhere, man. Like, dark elves are just everywhere on this. Let's power back up again. Start spraying into these side lanes just because there's not really much else for us to do right now. Just spray down these lanes. Because it should mostly just be the front that's coming. Yeah, it's just the front that's popping out. Got an ogre coming. Just going to heal up a real quick little second. Let him come down. Like, you can stand here, boost that. You've got that left hand side going, as well as the thunder spike procking off right now. Let him do his thing. The flame bursts will kill anything else that just so happens to be next to the ogre because of their massive AoE damage that they do. So honestly, don't worry about it. Just stand there, chill out, relax. You know, take a deep breath. You'll be able to push through it, no problem. You should technically have everything upgraded by the end of this, and I mean like everything. Maybe even minus a few couple of things. I decided not to max out the stuff at the back. Yike, let's make sure that we get all this stuff squared away. So as you can see, yeah, like my screen moves every time I'm trying to repair something, which is a little off-putting. You know, I don't want to lose control of my cursor when that happens. We could actually just upgrade that because we have enough. We got more than enough actually, just to sink in the upgrades right there. Almost halfway here, and I think there's going to be one little last burst of sorry, I keep saying assassins, but they're called dark elves. But yeah, solid beta. I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen next year with the release in February. Fingers crossed it's still going to be February. And you know, I do have a couple of gripes about it in terms of the tower 30% for the active player, and also the loot, you know, for split screen and stuff like that. You know, that's just because I want to be playing this with people. I don't want it to be a solo game experience. You know, although when I'm farming stuff I will be probably end up playing solo, but the main thing I would say that, you know, is I always want to be playing this with people. We got stuck in such an age where we were constantly playing on our own with Dungeon Defenders 2. But now, you know, we've got a brand new game, bunch of new stuff that's going to be coming. You know, just for me, like, if you could play games with people, play games with people. You know, that's just one of the benefits of it. You should never be playing alone, man. Ever. You should never be playing. Well, regrettably, here I am playing on my own because it's like, it's just too early for the people that I usually play with. There's nobody online right now. And I think it's just because the beta is kind of dying down for a bunch of people. But yeah, as you can see, like, there's no problems right now. We're just chilling. It's just the side lanes that are basically going ham right now. You don't even need to be boosting this at this point. You can just chillax. But you get into such a rhythm that you keep on doing, you know, keep on doing your thing. As always, you know, keep your eyes out for the repairs. You know that it's a repair game at the end of the day, especially when it gets to, you know, this wave. But yeah, I would say definitely try this out with your friends. It's a solid build. You know, I don't think anyone's done a turtle build maybe similar like this so far. It utilises pretty much just the monk. Apart from the squire is the only thing that it doesn't utilise. Maximising everything as much as possible. Again, having your active builders out will just make this go 10 times quicker. Like, so much faster. You know, and if you've got 2 other people here as well, they can help burn down these lanes, you know, at the end. But yeah, there you go. I'm surprised actually that it has not crashed on me today. Thank the Lord. Can we finish this, please? Go. End it. I do apologise for your ears because this cutscene's going to go. Yes! There we go. Nice. Let me just skip that just for the sake of saving your guys' ears. But there we go. Wave 25 done. The massive loot chest just spammed out there in the middle. Am I supposed to open this or something? Like, where's my fat loot? Huh? Where's all my fat loot? Oh no, the chest is gone. No. But yeah, there you go, folks. We have like a week of the beta left. I've definitely had a lot of fun playing it. It's been a cool experience. You know, it's a nice challenge again. We haven't had much of a challenge with the Dungeon Defenders franchise recently, even though I could go back to playing Dungeon Defenders 1. But nah, it's all about that Dungeon Defenders Awaken hype right now. So thank you very much. I appreciate anyone that is tuned in to watch said video. If you could do me the biggest favour and maybe even hit like, subscribe, and you know, you could favourite if you want to. Just tippity tap, you know, all those little buttons for me. I would appreciate it very much. And yeah, make sure to give this build a go yourselves and see how much see how far, you know, you can get with it. And again, if you struggle to do it on your own, then maybe decide to bring a couple of friends just to you'll just own it if you bring a couple of friends. Just put everyone on active builders. Whoever does the flame burst, keep them active. Same with the monk auras and stuff. And you can even go further, you know, bust out a huntress for that as well. But I really don't want to drag this out too long. It's the very first video that I've probably ever done with full commentary over it. So yeah, thanks very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I will catch you all later.